I also don't want to take it up too high anyways because we're at the limit of this hoist. No, the title is Did They Survive?
Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I know you can see our lips moving with no sound. We apparently had mic issues this time, so while I am sure you are really wanting to hear what we said in this moment, you will have to settle for this voiceover. We have pulled the Power Wagon into the garage for a while because we are finally getting around to installing the lift kit we bought for it over a year ago. I will warn you, we are dumb and do things our own way sometimes, and this lift kit is no exception. What we have is a metal cloak, 4.5-inch lock and load radius arm suspension lift kit for a 2014 to 2018 Ram 2500 diesel. Now before you stop watching and go bombard the comments saying it won't work, please keep watching. We spoke to Metal Cloak several months before purchasing this lift kit and was told it would all work except the coil springs due to what they had calculated was needed for a diesel with a rancher bumper. While most of it did bolt on, there were a few wrenches thrown at us with this installation. So sit back and enjoy our headaches. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment below.
Supposedly, this lift is going to get rid of all this.
Yeah. They have coil spring correction brackets.
So we'll see what all we can use. I'm still not even sure. So the question is, how high do I want to take this?
I don't know. I mean, worst case, we have...
Yeah, I know, but I need you to be able to help, and you're short.
I'm not that short.
I also don't want to take it up too high anyways because we're at the limit of this hoist. Please make it.
Hey, there's gap insurance.
Don't fall.
Oh. What was that?
Levi shutting the door. Don't go underneath the truck right now, okay, buddy? And then you're slamming the door.
Is this the title? Can the hoist do it?
No. No, the title is Did They Survive? Don't breathe. Hold your breath. Now it's on mechanical locks at least.
And then the 4-post just goes, and it folds in on itself. They're kind of like
Superstar.
Okay, saliva.
Well, I'm just looking at the brake line going, well, somewhere in there we'll have to modify that.
Oh, hey Dad.
Yo, what's up?
You can see where you rubbed.
Yeah, there's no paint there. Don't worry though. There's no paint back here either.
What? Oh my God.
That's where I rub. I'm gonna need a helmet doing this. I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna hit my head so many
Are you
times.
gonna be like Jamie with Kathy's Jeep?
Yes. I suppose we could swap the arms one side at a time. That'll help make sure that we keep it true. I am gonna have to take the shocks off first so I can get these bolts out. So we're gonna try the Fox. We went with the Fox kit for these. Apparently the shock is the limit strap, everybody. Just keep that in mind.
Hey Dad. I've always wondered, how did that
It had big toe mirrors on it. So instead of these, like it had them like the Chevy.
Oh yeah, when it comes
Yes.
down.
Yep.
All right, now we gotta find really big sockets. 1/1/16 if you don't have a 27. Oh, and for reference, the shock is 21.
Yes, yes, you did.
I didn't even know that. It's gonna grab one. Well, I was thinking two. Oh, me.
Can you put it down low and pull it towards you?
Ugh. Well, we're off to a swell start. Well, I wonder if I can turn the wheels or if this is too much beef. Well, not bad. That was actually pretty easy. It's nice to be able to get straight on and lose the angle, which will probably help.
You need to take the shock off, don't you? So currently can't get to the top of the shock with the inner fender in. So going to try and remove some of the bolts so we can get to the top to remove the shock.
Well,
Now that that's off,
good God.
2 hours later.
Isn't that from SpongeBob or something?
Yes, it is from SpongeBob.
Yeah, every time it's in a video, it has the bubbles.
You want
Yeah.
to give me an 18 deep? Gee, any bets? Ow.
It didn't do it though.
Ow, that hurt me. Okay, the shock is off.
Now back to the control arm. Hacky! Hey, all of that headache worked.
I'm glad because I needed it to work. All right, let's see if we can get lucky and get more to come off. Oh, it's got a cam bolt on the other side too. I forgot this swivel was on there.
It came loose. Is your diff in the way? Oh,
Watch your fingers.
moved a lot.
This one got something to stop it? Yes, it
Yeah, it's
does.
got a flag nut.
Okay.
Do you want me to hold it here?
Can't copyright that. That's original. It's funny. Same difference. A lot of play in the factory holes. Can't even see these.
Watch out, bud.
They look like they're in good shape at least.
Blinding me from this eye.
This one's been torqued on, but still they look like they're in pretty good shape. Okay. All right, let's go over here. Show what we're going to.
These big mama jammas.
But yeah, this is what we're going to. The upper arm will mount back here. On this side would be this.
Yeah, the fixed one.
This is gonna mimic all this. But it's gonna give me more flex.
Because of the joints.
Yep. On the other side,
Yeah, the other side's gonna be like my Jeep.
the other side has a spring in there.
Lock and load.
So you can twist this and it makes this side loose or have more play.
So it'll act like a
More like a 3-link.
3-link, yeah.
They also gave me the new hardware for here. So, but we have to take these out, anti-seize the crap out of them.
I'm sure they did a little
Nope,
bit,
we're gonna do a lot.
but we always
We
Just do it
get
ourselves.
a lot of rust around here. All right, we got to pull numbers and anti-seize, and we'll be right back.
I thought you said they wanted the lock and load to go on the driver's side.
Yes, they do.
That's not the lock and load.
Yep, I know, because we put the wrong one on here, didn't we?
Who's this we? I have video evidence that you put it on.
Well, let me see if this is in the right side, because it doesn't say anything about the angle or anything, so.
So on the Jeeps, it goes in.
Yep.
Go up.
Well, I don't know why you'd want it on the driver's side, because that's the side with the drive shaft. But it says to put it on the driver's side, so I'm not going to go and say that they don't have a clue. I'm going to do what they say. Hopefully the instructions aren't incorrect. You have a hammer?
I thought you had it.
I don't have a hammer.
Why don't you have the hammer? This is a mallet, not a hammer.
It's actually a dead blow. Where you get technical. I do believe that is where we're at with it.
Or do you want to put that shock on and put the side back together?
That would mean we're not changing the coil spring.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
What's funny is that full droop right now, drive shaft's like perfectly straight because it's a high pinion front diff. Did you notice that?
No.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, what? I didn't notice that until today.
So is the rear as well then?
No, the rear's a low pinion.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it does. It keeps the front drive shaft higher up so it can have more droop. So it's pretty sweet. Makes me wonder why these front diffs aren't.
Sought after?
Yeah, maybe just because it has that disconnect or whatever. Does it have it? Yeah, it has a disconnect.
Oh, it's got a fad.
High pinion. I mean, I think they're weaker though. I don't remember, but I think they're considered weaker. Helps you with the drivability.
I know back in the old days they were weaker. Everybody wanted low pinion for the strength. But like all the aftermarket companies make high pinion diffs.
The control arms for the front are on.
So do we call it a night?
Was it 11:20?
It's 11:30.
What, are you tired?
I mean, no, but I'm tired of being out here. It's cold. Isn't this half of it?
No. No, I still have to take the Pitman arm off. We have a new
Track bar.
track bar. Whoa, how are you going to get to that? Where is that at?
Right here.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm looking like, what the? That is inconvenient. You know what sucks? I'm going to have to cut these to adjust it to center my steering wheel because we didn't buy a new one.
Damn recall.
I do want to check out one thing before we go inside, though. You want to go grab the front track bar bracket. It's one of those larger clean boxes over there.
Larger clean boxes.
Yes. I think it's underneath that square one. Because I think that's the rear.
Yes, this is rear. I don't know if you need this because that's adjustable. We bought the Thurin adjustable track bar.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to see where we land as far as angle. And that'll determine that. And go up and mount somewhere over there. So we'll see.
It's your Jeep, only better.
I guess we can look and see because that bracket doesn't drop it very much. We'll grab this bad boy. If I had to guess, it is designed to go like this. Looks like it's going to follow that angle really well. I guess the other thing too, I can check and see if this Pitman arm even looks like the right size. I don't know, back in the day, getting drop Pitman arms was impossible.
No, we found one. Eventually.
Yeah, but the damn thing never let me turn all the way to the right. So it's going to change the angle that it connects. Hopefully that doesn't make any weird steering.
There's your head again.
Stop. Stop. All right, what's going on, guys? Second day of doing the lift kit on the Power Wagon. It's cold out. I got the heater going in the background. Figured I'd just get out here and get a little bit of a head start. I'm gonna take my brake line bracket bolts out on both sides. And then I'm gonna droop the axle more. Okay.
I got this going too.
I unclipped my vent line that was right here. That way
So
I
is there enough now?
I mean, no, because then that's going to be really low.
Oh,
Okay.
so we still need more vent line.
Yes. I unhooked my brake line brackets though, so they got all the flop in the world. All I just did right there was just pop this push clip out of here. So I have extra flex there too. Now I need to get this popped free for my lockers. I kind of want to leave that one on.
What, and do it up there?
Yeah. Don't think I can though.
Neither one of them want to come off.
Nope, that's the push clip life. 2. Let's see here. There's another one right here. I don't know why they thought that was a good place to put that. That was mean. If I could undo sway bar end links now, I could pop my drag link and track bar. I should be able to droop this out and remove coil springs at this point.
Something about these big brakes always being in the way.
Something about every ball and socket ever.
Oh, not coming off?
Yeah, so make sure you ruin it. It's all right, they got a piece here that I can grab onto. They also have a wrench flat on there, so if you want to do it with a wrench, you could.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they thought about something?
Well, except for I don't really like trying that.
Well, but it's like, at least they tried.
Yeah.
How do your ball joints look?
Probably better than yours. That was
Off
uneventful.
Too easy.
Now if it pops out of there that easy, that's when I'll be nervous. I'll pop the other side. The only thing I don't like is right now, that makes my steering wheel not straight. With some precise hammering, see how well these come off.
Hey, this is now easier to get to.
Yes. Now
Am
with
I
you
right
there
in
though.
your way?
Yeah, it was easier. This is where the truck could shift around. Nope. It's happy. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Look at this. That's bigger than any bolt. Uh-oh.
No.
Ow.
So it begins.
That's it. Get the saws off.
You're gonna cut your metal bumper.
We're gonna make the bumper better.
We're gonna make it so we have to buy AEV parts.
No, AEV's bumper I don't really like. Man, they do not like anything other than straight on because these things are at 700 foot-pounds of torque, I swear.
It's going. It's going. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, hey. That is looking for blood.
Why is that sticking out like that?
Because they want me to ruin it. That's the tie rod clamp.
That should
Be facing the other way.
Yeah. Look at this.
But I guess the next problem is I might catch the diff cover.
Oh.
I know they didn't think of that, but I'm looking at it going, Maybe they did, I don't know. Yep.
Does the same thing?
Oblong the shit out of the back. Good on this one. Back there though. All oblonged out. I'll put it in this way and you can see how much. And then up on this one, it's nowhere near as much.
There you go. So we finally answered the question. It does happen on the Power Wagon.
So if it fits, which
If it
From what
fits, it chips.
from what I'm reading, this part isn't going to work without modification. It'll require me notching this out back here. So it would work. Just have to drill a hole. That hole's not there on mine. Except for it's double wall, so there's no way it's gonna.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no way that's gonna clamp good. There's nothing to hold it from squishing. Nope, I'll just keep track of it and see if I ever feel any play. So I wonder if that could cause death wobble on the rams.
Oh, I'm sure it can.
I mean, I know it would. See, I was noticing this. Right now, it looks like it's pushed all the way back.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of movement in this. When I'm turning, I can see this thing shift all the way down and all the way up. What's funny is out here, it doesn't look bad. That's the thing. But this moves a ton, so that's going to make your steering wheel have more play in it. This side, you can't ever see it because it's so buried in there. But it looks like it's probably been doing the same thing maybe
Yeah.
around the edge. This thing could be drooped.
How are we going to do this?
It is not going to be fun.
Nothing we ever do is fun.
So I'll take you in and show you my little trick that I've been doing for years now. These little plastic lock tabs, this red tab, they're so notorious, they don't ever want to slide, and you'll snap the lip off of them. So I spray it with WD-40 just on the back, so the WD-40 gets around this plastic. It does two things. It cleans it because it's like a liquid, you know, so to clean the junk, and then it actually lubricates it so it actually slides apart easier. It has saved me so, I used to break these all the time until I started doing that trick. Okay, I'm gonna continue lowering these as much as I can.
Woo, stop. It just fell out. That's how you do it. If only the Jeeps were that easy.
See, that's what I'm saying right here. Like, this is what I'm concerned about. Right off the bat, I'm getting that.
Yeah. Plus also nobody else makes lifts, actual lifts for this.
Well, they do, but we don't go racing through the desert. Well, and once again, I'm not after lift, I'm after flex. I want to find what they're drilling those front coil spring perches to.
Using a 14mm socket, install the provided upper front coil isolator and hardware, and using a 3H drill bit, enlarge the lower stock hole located on the lower front coil perch.
They say if you don't want metal to metal contact, you can use your stock isolator, which was on here. Spin. Okay, so it drops in that way. If you want to use it, which, yep, I do.
Yeah.
You gotta notch this out. So I'm gonna notch this so it drops in. I'm gonna go around all these metal tabs. That
So
way
it sits flush.
Yep, it'll drop in there. On the uppers, they send new uppers. It looks like it's thicker. It's a different material too. I mean, this is the stock one, which nothing wrong with it. But this, they bolt in place. And these are side specific. Drive upper. You don't want to get that mixed up.
Yeah, because they're molded a specific way.
They angle the spring
Yep.
to go with their bottom perch.
Mm-hmm.
Their lift kit is designed to make your coil spring sit straight instead of S. I'm gonna cut, I marked out where I think these notches need to go. I don't know how deep I need to go, so we're just gonna keep trying until it fit. But I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna try cutting it just with a razor blade. Now we'll see if we can cut this. Not exactly fun to do this. Oh, yeah, I see metal. Hey, it's gonna be fun.
That's stinky.
Don't talk to me like that. Wonderful. What are you talking about? Okay, well, that was fun. Let's see, does it fit? That'd be great if it did. I don't have to cut anymore, but guess what? Why would it fit? If I had to guess, this is probably why they tell you don't have to do this.
I got it. I'll chase it outside. I feel like we need Febreze.
Well then, that's a mess.
Yeah, you're doing the next one outside.
That's a mess. No, I really hope I got the orientation right. Let's see. Yep. All right, I gotta drill these two holes out.
I turned it up 2 degrees.
3/8. I see why they have got flag nuts, but I don't see how one does that. We'll try with a magnet. Good God, guys. All right, well, so this isn't exactly ideal either. If I was Metal Cloak, what I would have done, I would have sent you with a tap and had you tap this hole.
I can reach it with the, oh, hold on. It's spinning on there. It's got it.
Okay. Cool. You can remove your finger now.
Thank you, Doug.
Right on the a big thank you. Magnetic finger. Oh my gosh, I'd like to use this one, but I don't know if I got a good enough grip on it. Well, I know the stock spring will work at least.
This is how much taller? Like what, 2 inches?
More taller than I was going for.
So
And that
this
isolator
itself is going to give you a lift.
I think we'll do this. The flat one was on the bottom.
Oh, hey, you're pushing the whole truck up. You were pushing the truck up when you did that. Watch.
No, I don't want to watch. Don't let the spring fall. I don't want to push it up and take it out now. Just kind of balance the spring. Oh, you went too far. Why?
Overshot.
It's sitting how it will work, of course. It's just not against the stop down here, but the stop is worn in. It's like it wasn't actually a stop.
Is there a stop up there?
Yes. I'd rather be on that one, I think.
Guess who has a new Can-Am Maverick R? Light bright.
Yeah, I know that. You didn't know that?
I just seen it on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Where they live, that's ideal. Where we live, it is not ideal.
Nothing is ideal for where we live other than daily drivers.
And combines. Don't forget combines.
I'm not farming. Now,
Okay.
if it was animal,
Pitman arm off.
oh yeah,
For funsies, let's try the impact.
okay.
What did you say doubtful for? Barely even had the impact.
You could have done that by hand.
Yeah, now just get that off, would you?
Nope.
So what sucks is that I already checking my Pitman arm puller that I have. My biggest one
Oh,
doesn't even go big enough. Come on, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need bigger jaws. I need the right tool. So I'll leave that alone. Metal Click had something we had to do with this, other than cut this. So you want to track down the front track bar modification?
you mean drag link?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Are you gonna change your bump stops?
Yeah, I'll work on that if you want to find the.
Okay.
So they have you shorten the drag link itself, it looks like.
They put the torque spec on there? Huh.
For all the hardware that you're going to encounter.
Nice.
So the 18mm bolt head, 180 foot-pounds. The 21 is 200 foot-pounds, and the 27 is 220. How am I going to do that, guys?
So for 1 inch to 3 inch, it's 39 and a 1/16 center to center, straight length.
Okay. Okay, yep.
Oh my God, it actually worked.
So now the next $1 million
The
question.
last one time.
It's got to go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise the
because
grease
you want
to
the
the-
zert down.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for some pressure?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably 220 plus foot-pounds.
Good and tight. See, honestly, with a situation like this, why didn't they just put a captured nut back there?
It's back on the table.
We got it in there backwards.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know who'd have done that.
Damn it, Jared.
So are you saying you think that's what's
oh my
causing the
gosh,
problem?
Jared.
That was in there.
Well, I was hoping you would notice, but he took forever.
Got it.
That was a lot easier.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah, this is where I'm like, well, I hope their numbers are right, because that's pretty freaking far off. I'm not going to lie to you. But now I'm concerned that I think I kind of need that. So right off the bat, we're already setting the geometry up all wrong, though.
Yeah.
Because when that's like that, the Pitman arm's going to be way higher than the drag link.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, though. With these trucks, nobody flexes them. They just want to baja them. I don't dare take this truck fast. The brakes don't work good enough. Well, we'll lower it down and just see. We'll get the shocks
Tight.
where they're actually snug in there. Not tighten them, but just. And if we're real close, then maybe.
Hole is drilled. Does it fit? Do you want a hammer?
Probably not. Probably shouldn't hammer it in there. Just gonna find a socket and see if I can just run it in there by hand with a socket. Nothing is tightened yet either. None of the
Nope.
control arms, jam nuts, none of that.
And everybody says you can tighten them in the air because of the misalignment in the joints. We just prefer to still do it at right height.
Yeah. Well, like this, for instance, that's going into a stock bushing. No,
Yeah.
not tightening it. So apparently, inside the front track bar, or drag link, I have to cut these welds because mine had the recall done, super high quality recall. They just welded it together, right? I got to cut the welds, loosen the jam nuts, and pull this apart because inside here, there's long sections that aren't even threaded on each end. Metal Cloak has you go in and cut those off some. So I'm assuming you have to, otherwise you don't have enough room to
Adjust it in.
get it where you need it. But this front track bar bracket's on. Not tightened, obviously, but had to drill that hole. And then on the diesels, they must have an extra piece here that hangs down that you can bolt that to. That guy's not getting bolted to nothing.
Nothing but air.
And I had to notch it here a lot. You can see kind of my cut here. But that's on the front and back of this. I had to notch it to clear the factory frame side. But that'll be good because it fits real good up here. I had to drill this hole as well, but that's drilled. So I'll tighten that. Once that bolt's tight too, that's good to go. It's spread. I mean, that's double what this had from the factory anyways, so we're good there.
Due to a RAM recall, your drag link adjustment may be welded together. If your drag link adjustment is welded together, then you must cut the welds using a cutoff wheel like we are doing here. This will allow you to remove the drag link ends from the hex adjustable bar.
Okay, so it's 36 to the jam nut, so 35, 6 3/4, so 5 3/4.
So 40 3/4.
Yeah. Not that we're going to be able to get back to that number. You seeing this?
Yeah, it's spinning the other end. Like it's all one piece.
My brain hurts.
Yep.
Does not compute. I assume this has something to do with what they're talking about. Or wait, is it actually threading in? Or is it just that messed up? Maybe that's what that recall's about, and that's why they weld it. I don't know. It's pure speculation, but I've never seen one do that.
Oh, that's retarded. Why would you design a drag link like that?
The only thing I can think of is that would kind of eliminate the flop. Doing an alignment, you would just crack these loose and you just spin this. That's your range of alignment. I don't know. Still, all I see there is a huge pain in the butt putting it back together.
At this point in the process, Metal Cloak says to use a cutoff wheel and remove the box ends of the drag link ends. We opted out of using a cutoff wheel and instead used a carbide sawzall blade. Once you have your ends cut off, go ahead and reassemble your drag link for installation back onto your truck and any necessary adjustments thereafter.
We know that's off a ways. But I got them both threaded in about as far as they'll go
Yeah.
on each one. So that when I turn that sleeve, so they'll both go out even. So I won't have one only have a little bit of thread.
Start from the beginning. Your plan is what?
So the upper control arms need to be shortened some. So I'm using our transmission jack on the tie rod. And my thoughts are that way I can apply pressure to control it to tip back to shorten the upper arm because I have to take them both off at the same time. Okay. I still have control arms to tighten.
Thought you were going to do those on its weight.
It is on its weight.
I mean,
These are acting as the tires. This is as much as its weight as it's ever going to be on.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is. This is actually a little hack we need to remember for future reference.
What?
To go and do your suspension and you got the hoist, just I'm sitting on these jack stands so you can get to all your stuff easily.
At this point, go ahead and tighten your front upper and lower control arms, your shocks, your sway bar end links, your drag link, your front track bar, and your tie rod if you took that off. Next, we will be tackling the rear of this lift kit, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for part 2.